In this video, I'm going to uncover 5 subtle yet deeply troubling signs that indicate you might be facing emotional abuse from a woman. And these are signs most men fail to recognize until significant damage is already done. I'm not talking about those loud, clear red flags you can see from a mile away. No, these are quiet psychological tactics that slowly chip away at your self-worth and identity without you even realizing it. Hey, this is Stoics Man. Welcome back to the channel. Let's dive right in. Sign 1. You're always on edge around her. You feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells. Every word, every message, every reaction, you overthink it all. You rehearse your texts, avoid harmless jokes, and skip entire topics just to keep the peace. But here's the thing. You're not keeping peace. You're sacrificing your authenticity. Over time, you become a quieter, more cautious version of yourself. You adapt your mood to hers. If she's upset, you scramble to fix it. If she's distant, you wonder what you did wrong, even if you did nothing. This isn't love, it's emotional conditioning. You've been led to believe her reaction is your responsibility. But it's not. And if you're constantly bracing yourself emotionally, you're not in a relationship, you're in a trap. Sign 2. She gaslights you. Gaslighting is a manipulative trick where your reality is constantly questioned. She says something deeply hurtful, and when you bring it up, she flips the script. That never happened. You're being dramatic. I was only joking. Suddenly you are the problem. You start doubting your memory, your emotions, and eventually your sanity. The more confused you are, the more control she has. That's the point. When you can't trust your own judgment, you start depending on hers. And that's exactly how she maintains power, by keeping you emotionally off balance. Sign 3. Your confidence has slowly disappeared. Think about who you were before the relationship. Were you more confident? More grounded? Did you feel respected? Now, you feel unsure of yourself. She might drop passive-aggressive lines like, "Why can't you be more like that guy? You used to be attractive, what happened? You're not ambitious enough." But she'll laugh or play it off as just teasing. Over time, though, those little jabs sink in. You start changing, not to grow, but to please her. You try harder, do more, and still feel like it's never enough. That's the trap. Emotional abusers move the target constantly, because the more insecure you feel, the easier you are to control. Sign 4. She uses affection as a bargaining chip. In healthy love, affection is natural, consistent, and safe. But in emotionally abusive relationships, it becomes conditional. If you please her, she's warm, loving, even physically intimate. But the moment you disagree, ask for respect, or draw a boundary, she goes cold, silent, distant. It trains you like a pet. You start chasing approval, adjusting your behavior just to earn her love. But it's not real affection, it's control. She's not nurturing you, she's managing your responses like a trainer with a reward system. Sign 5. You're always the one who feels guilty. Emotional manipulators are experts at flipping blame. If she's angry, your fault. If she cheats, you drove her to it. You find yourself apologizing constantly, even when you're the one hurt. She'll say things like, "If you really loved me, you'd do this. I can't believe you made me feel this way. You're so selfish." You eventually give in, not because you agree, but because you're tired. And then guilt becomes part of your identity. But here's the truth. That guilt isn't yours to carry. It's a leash she pulls anytime you try to stand up for yourself. Real love doesn't weaponize guilt. It doesn't make you question your worth every day. So what can you do? If these signs hit close to home, let me be clear. You are not weak. Emotional abuse is sneaky, manipulative, and often invisible until it's already taken its toll. But you can take your power back. Here's how. 1. Call it what it is. Label it. Acknowledge it. Stop justifying her behavior. Second, document the patterns. Write things down, dates, incidents, what was said, how you felt. Seeing it on paper breaks the illusion that it's all in your head. 3. Set clear boundaries and enforce them. If she crosses a line, walk away. Detach emotionally. Boundaries are meaningless without action. 4. Rebuild your support system. Abusers isolate you. Reconnect with friends, family, people who remind you who you are. 5. Seek professional help. These patterns are deep, and healing takes guidance. Therapy or coaching can help you process and reclaim your sense of self. If this video resonated with you and you're ready to reclaim your peace, power, and identity, I offer one-on-one coaching specifically for men dealing with toxic relationship dynamics. You don't have to go through this alone. This is Stoics Man. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.